So what today is about, it's one small step to try and give better tools to journalists or people who want to be journalists to help them dig out more information that they need in a more useful way, which is what Scraperwiki does. And today we're getting together both computer programmers, which we call hackers, and journalists, which we call hacks, together in a Hacks and Hackers Day. And they're all doing these little projects together which are trying to get to the core of some matter, like a news story, but using data and using computer programming to get more information.
Scraperwiki are a company that provide a tool to enable you to extract useful information from websites. A lot of websites provide information in tables or in PDF form or in other data formats that are not necessarily accessible, and Scraperwiki allows you to pull together those different data sets and then maybe turn them into a graph, put them into an Excel spreadsheet and make some sort of visualization that would be relevant and informative and, more importantly, easy to understand.
My name is Brian Peelan. I'm a journalist for the Belfast Telegraph. I came along this event today to find out more about the concept of hacking. I'm a journalist and we write the stories, we produce the stories, design the stories, but I think it's something very important to the future that more computer-orientated people are brought into the newsroom to help us how to access information on the internet for our stories. So I think this is a good way to find out what these people do and how they can benefit our job.
So a hacker is a computer programmer, basically, and they just write computer programs and basically it. In the past it's been mixed up with the whole notion of hacking into bank accounts and things like that, but that's more technically a cracker, and in today's world a hacker is just a programmer really.
Well, today the university has been very pleased to work along with Scraperwiki and putting on this day, and we've really looking forward to the future in relation to journalism when we're getting involved in this sort of event. What we see is technology and journalism coming together as a means of creating stories, of creating content for stories. And an event like this here lets journalists and hackers, the computer people, see exactly what they can achieve together.
Today, I've come up to the Hacks and Hackers event to learn about Scraperwiki and see what it can do. I just thought it was an interesting project, like getting journalists and developers together to see what they can do, the kind of projects they can do.
Okay, could you tell us why you're here today?
One of the reasons I'm here today is, this is the industry I'm in, sort of media and technology. I think what we're seeing in the last 10 years is that media and technology are colliding, and suddenly journalists are having to learn development skills. Really why I wanted to be here today though is because I want to see what people come up with, because I think you're actually going to have a couple of companies emerging out of ideas that have been bounced around between journalists and developers today. You might even find that some of these guys go away and co-found a company together. And this is my industry, it's what I love to do. It's really exciting to be right at the sort of the edge of that and see these things happen, see things being created. I think Scraperwiki probably, I think I heard Anya talking earlier and Francis, I think Scraperwiki came about because it was a group of media people and techies mingling together, and when they mingle together great things happen. So that's basically why I'm here today. I'm supposed to indulge my geekiness and my love of media and code.
Information's out there, and how can we use Scraperwiki to mine that data? We looked at government sites, and God help Rob, it wasn't easy. The information was there, but it's difficult to actually pull down because none of it's consistent. So we used NISRA, NINIS and ARC. Love acronyms. NINIS and NISRA are the governmental websites which sort of give information about the different electoral areas, how many people are there, even down to how deprived an area is. ARC provides information on the voting that actually has happened. So we've actually initially pulled down the information from ARC. Obviously there's more work to be done because the initial idea was to match the patterns. If there's an area with very little voting, is it because of it's a deprived area, or is it well off enough that they don't care anymore? So we've done initially this, and what you will see are two colours, blue and red. The blue is the person who actually got voted to Westminster. This is based on the Westminster 2010 vote. And so 10, or the blue, that's the winner. That's your MP in these areas. The red is Mr. No Vote. Oh, all the way along. In fact, out of 18 constituencies, only one MP actually got to Westminster by outvoting not only the opposition, but Mr. No Vote. That's Fermanagh South Tyrone. Funny that, indeed. So it's still very raw data, but it's starting to show graphically a little bit the voting patterns and the issues that our politicians are actually going to have to tackle, because really, what mandate overall do they have if Mr. No Vote practically hits 40% plus in every constituency? Obviously, Fermanagh and South Tyrone is the exception that proves the rule. So this will be developed further onwards to the information that will be data mined from NISRA, NINIS, and any other websites that we can pull down public information from to develop a much better picture of why people do not vote and how they could maybe be pulled to participate in democracy much more.